The reason why we're all coming together today is because they've just opened a brand new Tesla store, which is based in Sandyford in County Dublin. It's effectively marking the first of the Tesla batches coming into Ireland. Now Tesla, of course, the Model S has been on the road quite a while. So we got our hands on one today. Let's talk about ludicrous straight away. We had a launch control set up and everything else like that. Put the foot down. Is it ludicrous? Absolutely. Not to 100 kilometers an hour in 2.6 seconds is pretty crazy.
Ooh, holy shit. Wow, that was cool.
There's nothing I can really give out about. The handling is absolutely fantastic. It's a nice car, good suspension. The suspension's fine. The back seat's good leg room. Your legs kind of feel raised to the back. I think the battery pack is straight under the seats there or something, so your legs do feel raised. Space here in the front cabin is fantastic, and it feels really nice to sit in. We've all heard about Elon Musk. We all know these great SpaceX stories. We know the Tesla stories, and as well as that, we know his, I suppose, his goals in terms of renewable energies and things like that. The guy is really quite spectacular in his vision for the future and everything else like that. And that certainly rings true in this Model S that we're driving here at the moment. Now on paper, I think we're told in around 600 kilometers or thereabouts. Now, to be honest with you, whether or not you're going to get that when you're driving at 100 kilometers an hour on the motorway or whatever all the time, I don't think so. As I said, we don't have it long enough to actually figure it out. Is it worth the, I suppose, entry level €88,000 or what most people are going for? You're talking about maybe 200 plus thousand euro. Is it worth it? Well, if you have the money, absolutely. No joking, absolutely. If I had the money, I would opt for one of these, but I will never have that type of money. I wouldn't even be able to afford a second-hand one on my wages. However, I'm not giving out, by the way. However, do I think it's worth the money? Well, for the experience, I do. Like, I mean, one of the things about Tesla is they're going to constantly, I suppose their CRM, their customer relations management, appears to be pretty good. Anyone who owns a Tesla is proud as punch. But as well as that, they're constantly updating the technology and they're making sure that all their customers get those updates through. Let's say, take for example here, they're using 3G technology, so it comes through and you're able to time to happen overnight, just like you would on an iPhone or something like that. And I gotta say, that's all good. Tesla experience is good. It is very eye-catching in that exterior. It's a good looking car. It's got a lovely front to it and everything else like that. Then you sit inside it, and I have to say, once again, the materials here are actually quite beautiful. I really like them. They're shiny. You got suede on here. You got a bit of leather here as well. Here you got Google Maps, which is pretty funky looking. I always boast about these things whenever I'm sitting inside, let's say, an Audi. I talk about their TFT display and their Google Maps and all the rest, and I think it's absolutely fantastic. It looks great here. 17-inch screen there, folks. That is huge. Unlike other cars, right, where you can actually turn on the reversing camera when you're not reversing, but it only allows you to do it, I suppose, up to maybe 3 kilometers an hour or something like that, or else if you're in stop traffic, you can actually keep an eye on stuff behind you. But apparently you can actually drive with this on all the time. You'll be able to keep an eye on any bikes approaching or things like that with that. Okay, then you got music, right? Here we got Spotify, which is brilliant. You're able to go browse through it like you would any other normal Spotify. You got your radio here and everything else like that as well. Now, of course, there's apps that you're able to get for your phone that'll precondition the car for you when you sit inside it and all that nice stuff too. You get access to fast charge points around the country that will give you 80% charge in only, half an hour or 20 minutes or something like that. I didn't actually check before I got in, but I'm assuming that we're running either on 19s or 20s here, okay? And on account of that, while the engine is completely silent because we are in complete battery power here, okay? Everything is battery power inside this vehicle. There's a lot of road noise. And that's the only real downside of this. Like, I mean, you got that, you got the high price. They're the downsides. Oh, as well as that, the visibility isn't great. Like, I mean, you got this tiny little kind of postbox rear window there at the back. It's quite difficult to see through that. You got these giant headrests in the way back there as well. And then you got this massive A-pillar going on here as well. So visibility isn't great. This is Car Buyer's Guide YouTube channel. Over here you're going to see our logo. Please press it and subscribe. And we'll see you again very soon with the Tesla Model X.